Hi everyone, welcome back to the Art of Business English, the podcast where we help people like you get the language skills you need for doing business in English. Today is episode 191 and I've got the second installment of my mini-series into prepositional phrases. So of course, if you haven't checked out episode 190 from last week, have a look. It's obviously you can link up, check it out on the blog, or you can check it out on your feed on your podcasting feed software, whatever you use, if it's iTunes, Spotify. Basically, I'm doing prepositional phrases. Last week was at, and this week I'm doing with in. So let's dive in and look at 10 more must-know prepositional phrases with the preposition in. First one on my list is in anticipation of, and that means you're expecting something that will happen or that someone will arrive. For example, we are revising the proposal in anticipation of some expected price increases. In time, very important for business. We like to do things in time. And that means that you are early, or you're early enough, so it's before the deadline, you're in time. On time is like when you're right on the moment you should be there. An example with in time is what we want is for this quote to be ready in time for the upcoming RFQ round. And remember, an RFQ is a request for quotation. Another one on my list is in answer to. So in answer to. And it basically means as a response. So we use it quite commonly in formal written communication. For example, in answer to your request, we are sending a catalogue. The next one is in arrears. In arrears. And if you're in arrears, it means you're owing money that should have been paid already. So you're in arrears. I'll give you an example is used like this. The company renting our office space is already 2 months in arrears and we are starting to worry if they will be able to pay. So they're 2 months behind on their rent. Next one is very similar, in debt. In debt, D-E-B-T, but the B is silent. It means you owe money. For example, her business collapsed and she was left heavily in debt, meaning she owed a lot of money to the banks or her creditors. Another expression, in fairness to. In fairness to. Now, in fairness to is like basically it's expressions or fairness expressions such as in fairness to or in all fairness. These are used when we want to add a favorable comment about someone or something that you have just mentioned and or to correct a false impression that you might have given. For example, you could say, in fairness to Bates, he always made it very clear that Webb was only on trial until the end of the season. That was to avoid misunderstandings. Maybe people thought it was not on trial, but it was. So in fairness to him, he did tell you that. You can also say, there is much more to be said. In all fairness, on both sides of the issue. Meaning we're trying to balance it up, be fair to both arguments. Another one, very common, very popular, very useful, in favour of. So we use that, especially in meetings when we want to vote. Supporting a person or an idea, proposal, this is basically what it means. You agree to it, you believe it is right. And an example could be, they have come down very strongly in favour of the proposed merger. Remember, a merger is when two companies join together. In good faith is another one. In good faith. This means to do something sincerely and honestly. The company has decided in good faith to make an initial advance payment 2 months before receiving the merchandise. So they want to set off, start a good arrangement or be on good terms with their suppliers. So they pay in advance in good faith. The next one is in harmony or in harmony with, which means agreement of ideas, feelings or actions, or a pleasing combination of different parts. For example, we can say, the board of directors are in harmony with their plans to take the company public. So they all agree. They're in unison. Another one is in honor of. In honor of. And that means in order to show respect and admiration for someone or something. So we could say, for example, the station will have a commemorative plaque in honor of the former president of Madrid journalists. Now remember, a plaque is like a little sign, usually made of metal. So it's a commemorative plaque. okay, in honor of this person. Those are my 10 expressions that you should know, prepositional phrase and in. And I hope you've enjoyed those. Of course, if you have some more you want to share, please drop them over at the blog, or you can share them on social media or over at my YouTube channel. It'd be great to hear from you people. And stay tuned for next week, because I'll have one more mini series of prepositional phrases for business for you. And before I go, make sure not to miss the episode 191 offer. If you head over to the blog, to the Art of Business English website, check out 191. You will find a 50% discount code for 3 of my courses, basically pre-intermediate, intermediate, or upper intermediate general English, where we're going to teach you a lot more of these expressions and a lot more grammar around English. So that's it from me, people, for this week. I hope you're having a great start to your December, and Christmas is on the horizon, not far away. Keep busy, stay safe, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye for now.